In this video, we're going to learn how to create these atmospheric effects to add depth into your photo manipulation. So without any further ado, let's dig into business. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nour and this is Nour Art Channel. Alright, I guess if you are following my channel, I guess you have seen this design before. So how can I create depth and this hazing atmospheric effect into the design? So what the hell is this atmospheric perspective? Let me bring the tablet to explain it to you. When we are doing photo manipulations or photo composites, of course we are dealing with a 2D surface. So the way we are trying to give it depth is by deceiving your eye, giving it some information that will tell your mind that there is depth into the design. So for example, if we want to create depth, we always put foreground elements, midground elements, and background elements. And the main rule here is the farther you go in distance, the less contrasty the element should. So let's see a good example like this image. What's happening is we have a source of light, which is the sun, which is casting the light into all these mountains and trees. But there is something that is preventing the light of the sun to come directly to these objects, which is the particles that are into the air. So what's happening is when the light is hitting these particles, it is distracted and diffused, which gives you this atmospheric hazing effect. Because the sky is working as a very huge diffuser for light, that's why you can find this atmospheric effect's color is the same as the color of the sky. So how can we replicate this effect into some designs like this? By the way, if you want to learn how to create this design step by step, in addition to other designs like these, I have good news for you, because all this is explained, fully narrated in English course, The Ultimate Guide to Photo Manipulation. You will find it into the link in the description. You will find also all the stock images used, the PSD files, and all the brushes used. Don't miss it, and let's get back to the tutorial. So I'm going to take these trees into a separate project to illustrate how can we do this atmospheric effect. Let's start with the background, creating a gradient between this bright blue and into the foreground. We will choose this dark desaturated blue. And let's choose this gradient from here. And now let's paint the gradient. So this is supposed to be the sky. You can put some clouds over here, but for now, I will just use it as is. And then let's bring these trees over here. So this layer will be the forest layer. And the rule here, the farther you go in distance, the less contrasty the element should. So I'll go to adjustments, create a curves adjustment layer, create a clipping mask, and then let's make this very dark to match the darkness of the background. And at the same time, let's open up the shadows to give it the contrasty look. Something like this. And then let's color correct it using color balance, add some cyans, create a clipping mask, and some blues. And maybe we can desaturate the image using the hue saturation, so something like this. That is very nice. And now it's time to add the hazing effect. So the rule here is to pick the color of the sky and to put it into the element into a gradient way. So the darkest point should be here and it should be brighter going to the bottom. Something like this. So how can we do this? Is by simply duplicating this layer. So let's press into the layer, press Alt and drag it, create a clipping mask to the layer, and then let's decrease the opacity. Something like this, maybe 8%. So this is very far away in distance. The atmosphere effect is affecting on it. Before we go to the next point, let's hear a quick message from today's sponsor, Filmora from Wondershare. Test, all content creators, attention please. Are you ready to take your videos to the next level? Introducing Filmora, the ultimate video editing software that will transform your video creation journey. Filmora is packed with powerful features and intuitive tools that will make editing a breeze. Let's dive into some of the key highlights that set Filmora apart from the rest. First up, the AI translation feature. With Filmora, you can easily translate your videos, adding multiple language subtitles, break language barriers, and connect with viewers worldwide. Just click into this button and let the AI translate your videos. Let's see a quick example.
But wait, something is missing. Your videos isn't getting the views it deserves. لكن انتظر، هناك شيء مفقود. لم يحصل الفيديو الخاص بك على المشاهدة التي يستحقها.
But that is not all. They have taken the AI feature to the next level. With their speech-to-text feature, you can now directly transcribe bilingual subtitles. Click into speech-to-text feature, adjust the text properties, and boom, you are done. Let's see a quick example.
Your heart and soul into creating the most incredible video ever.
It's never been easier to create accessible and inclusive content. Now, we all know how important the music and sound effects for setting the right mode of your videos. With Filmora AI music generator, you can generate the right music using AI and can choose from a wide range of music. Just click into this AI music generator button and choose from music themes to genres and tempos. Let's see a quick example. Now you have complete control over the rhythm of your videos. But here is the best part. The music generated by Filmora's AI music generator is commercially available. That means that you can use it in your monetized content without any worries. Don't miss the chance. Click the link in the description below to get started. Elevate your videos with Filmora and let the creativity soar. So if we want to create like different levels of depth from these images of the trees, I will simply, let's just put all this into a group and let's duplicate this group by pressing Alt and duplicating it. Something like this. And then we can go to the gradient layer and decrease the opacity. Something like this will be okay. So this is now looks like there are two levels of depth into the design. The very far away trees, and this is closer. What if we want to create closer trees? We will just duplicate this layer again, maybe right here, and then I will simply decrease the opacity of this one. You got the point. You can do this for unlimited amounts of depth, and you can even, if we duplicated this one and maybe this is the closest tree to the image, we can simply decrease the opacity, and at the same time let's go to the curves, increase the contrast to make it something like this. So this is very close, this is a little bit far away, and this is very far away. So let's check the final results. Here is before applying the hazing effect, and here is after. And you can also bring some of these fog overlays to emphasize or to increase the effect and put it maybe between the layers. Let's change its blending mode into screen, something like this, and maybe we can change its color. Press Ctrl U and colorize, give it some blue color, desaturated, and make it dark, something like this. It's okay, very subtle effect. This increases the effect or something like this. I wanted also to mention that the hazing effect color depends on the timing of the day or the nature of the light. So for example, here in the noon time, the hazing effect color is somehow bluish, and here when the sun is a little bit low in the sky, the hazing effect is somehow very yellow, and when the sun is gone, the hazing effect is somehow gray. And let's see some other examples of creating hazing effect. So for example, here in this visual, I wanted to create depth to separate between this lake and the mountains. So that's why I created this, hazing layer using only solid color. So there are not only one way to create hazing effect. The main idea is that I want you to understand the concept itself, and you can apply it with whatever you want. Here is another example in which I created this hazing effect depending on the situation of the lighting, maybe manipulating the value of the lightness. It all depends on understanding the concept and trying to apply it with different ways. So for example, let's see this hazing effect. For this I used several overlays, something like this. Let's just turn this into normal. Yeah, this is. So that's how I created this hazing glowy effect. And yeah, that was it, guys. I hope you benefited and most importantly had fun with this tutorial. If you want to learn how to paint light and shadow precisely, I have full video explaining this. You will find it here. Peace.